Hey everybody, it's Drew.
Hey, it's Amy, y'all.
And on this week's episode of Stuff Churches Should Know, we're coming to you with a major announcement. We are so excited to be the first ones to tell you about the new SecureGive church app.
Yeah.
Yes, I said church app. You guys have been asking us for this product for a very long time. We're excited to talk about how we got here. We're excited to talk to you about features and all of the awesome things that will be in the SecureGive church app. But most importantly, we just want to come here. We want to celebrate this. We want to bring excitement and tell you about all the awesome things that you can expect. And then all of this is going to lead up to an event that we're doing in the early fall, early September actually, where we're going to do a video event for you where we're really going to be breaking down the features, all the capabilities, how this works with SecureGive giving, all the different things that we know you're going to be curious about. But today we just want to kind of start the conversation with you. Amy, I know you prepared some questions for me.
So I put myself in the church's shoes. I want to ask you questions that I feel like you are going to want to know also.
Sure.
The first one, everybody has an app, Drew. PushPay has an app, Subsplash has an app.
Sure.
What is different about SecureGive church app?
Yeah, so, we recognize that, like you said, groups like PushPay, groups like Subsplash, I'd even put Tithely in the mix. We know that a lot of you are using those products and, we'll probably be answering that question the most, like what's the difference? And just for starters, we've been observing what the market is offering with church apps for some time now. And, SecureGive, the way we make decisions is we're not going to do something unless we can be the best at it. Yeah. And so that is exactly why our timeline has been what it's been for SecureGive church app. So to answer that question point blank, we have the most features available. We have features. They're in a library where churches literally can go in from a huge list of capability and check what they want in their app, and no one else is doing that. One of the other things that we're really proud of is in media content, right? So we understand that one of the biggest components of a church app for a church is being able to get their messages out to their congregations, right? Whether that's live on a Sunday or that's returning to the message during the week, that is a major part of the app. So one thing that we've done that is certainly a differentiator when it comes to the media side of the SecureGive church app is, we've been seeing some other providers talk about how censorship in content or, ad-free content. And what they're really talking about is using things like YouTube and Vimeo. We actually, the SecureGive church app has YouTube capability and Vimeo capability. But if you don't want to stream through a channel, if you don't want to push your content through a channel like YouTube or Vimeo, you can put the content natively on the app. So we're doing both and no one else is doing that. And then of course there's just the ability to use this in tandem with SecureGive. We have a lot of churches that are in this kind of situation where they're using someone else for a church app and then using us for giving. We see it all the time. Yeah. This is a way to really bring those two worlds together and provide an extremely optimal experience for their churchgoers.
Love it. Okay, you said a buzzword that I picked up on. Features.
Features,
because we love some features. So share, I know there's a lot. Because it's so robust, but share with us some of your favorite features that you think will be the most impactful for churches.
Absolutely. So for starters, the Word of God, in my opinion, you can't talk about features without making that feature one. We have a native Bible to the app. But we also have really interesting ways to leverage things like YouVersion and some of that capability. So you have options when it comes to the Bible. And I think people are really going to enjoy kind of how we're approaching this. We also, one of the things that I've been noticing, especially coming out of 2020, is that a lot of churches are hunkering down and providing podcasts to their people. They are wanting to stay connected more and more during the week. They recognize people are on walks, they're at the gym, they're sitting in their office, and podcasting is just blown up
it has.
in 2020. And so one of the things that we were very intentional about is making sure that podcasting in the SecureGive Church app is easy. It's a clean user interface, and it looks good, right? Like so many church app providers, you can get a good feature, but how does it look, right?
Yeah.
The other thing, and I'll kind of wrap up with this because I don't want today just to be, the full feature spill, but one of the things that I know people will love is the customization, okay? So SecureGive Church app is literally the most customizable app that is out there. And the reason that I can say that with confidence is because the way we approached it is different than anyone else. We've built templates for churches to choose from. And if they select a template, and we believe the templates that we've started with are phenomenal. They'll meet 99% of church needs. If you don't like one of our templates, you literally can start from scratch and build your app brick by brick. But every layer, every image, every color, every button, everything that is in the app is totally customizable. And we think that is a really big difference when it comes to SecureGive Church.
Well, you just answered my last question. That was going to be it. So time management.
Yes.
Because we have such a broad, different type of churches that some have teams we know that are completely devoted and have time to spend to build that app from the ground up. But some probably don't have teams in place that can do that. And that sounds like a lot to manage and to do on their own. So I love that we're going to be able to fit both of those needs.
And to go along with what you're saying, earlier I mentioned kind of why we waited to do this. And one of the reasons that we waited to do this was because we were watching how churches were using these apps. And what's interesting in the seats that you and I are in and some other team members at SecureGive is we have a lot of conversations with churches. And one of the things I would hear over and over and over again about apps was, we see a purpose for it. We like it. We got to have an app, right? That was sort of the tone. But what they would follow that up with was, it's not easy to use. It's not cohesive with the other things that I'm doing. Man, I have to go in and upload all of my content over again in the app. And so we took all of that feedback and we made sure that when we brought SecureGive Church app to the market, that we were able to check all of those boxes. I did want to leave you with one more interesting example. During the research and all of that of the SecureGive Church app, I was talking to a church leader who at a very high functioning church, and he would be the individual really in the weeds on building the app. And I was talking with him and asking him questions, and one of the things he stopped in on, I believe they were a Subsplash user. He was like, man, I love the app, but I can't leverage YouTube. And I know I mentioned that a moment ago, but to go a step further, his bigger thing was that he was so close to crossing over where his YouTube channel could start financially benefiting the church. What he was finding out is that he was getting views within his app and was getting logged at Subsplash as opposed to YouTube. So we took that into consideration. Now you get the views, you get the subscriptions, you get all of that for your channel, just as you would if I went to YouTube online. It's the same thing through the app. So those are some of the intricacies and some of the interesting things that we're able to do that we're really excited about.
I love it. I'm excited. I think our churches are going to love it too. I'm sure y'all are curious. You're interested now, have a lot of questions for us. So as Drew mentioned in the beginning of the video, we have a video event that you do not want to miss. We'll go into it even deeper. You'll have some visuals, so you'll be able to see what this looks like too. So that's on September 8th at 2 p.m. You can register in the email that we're sending out. We'll put a link there for you to be able to register for the event. And then also in the comment section, if you're watching on YouTube, we'll have a link there for you as well.
Awesome. So thank you for being here today. Know that over the next 3 weeks leading up to the video event that we're doing, there's a good chance most of our Stuff Churches Should Know content will be built around this. But so we'll make sure we're getting all information to you, keeping you in the know. But before we totally sign off, I want you to watch this.